incredible win for the Trinbago Knight Riders today. CPL title number 4. I want to welcome to the conversation, no stranger to our show by now, Philo Wallace, the former West Indies and Barbados cricketer. Mr. Wallace, good evening and welcome back to the show.
Good evening, Ren, and thanks for having me back on your show.
What a final today. TKR winning its 4th title. What did you make of the final?
Dominance. TKR dominance again at the T20 level, at the CPL level as well. When you look at it, when you look at the TKR outfit, they're a unit that knows what they're about. They plan well, they execute well, and then obviously you look at the leadership of Pollard. He obviously has taken over for Bravo and has led the team wonderfully well. And you don't want to ignore the backroom staff, Colin Bode and all the other guys, the manager, the coach, and everyone who played a massive part in that TKR success. Did
you ever think it was under doubt? It was a pretty good final, though. I mean, given the 2 semi-finals that we had, it was a pretty decent final.
Yeah, it was a pretty decent final. The Zoots in the first time getting up to the finals. Obviously, it would have been a big occasion for them. And I believe that they were maybe like 20 runs short. Because when you look at that TKR battle line, today was just phenomenal, led by Landon Simmons, who played a very good hand. And you would like to see Landon Simmons back that way more often, rather than just coming good at the back end of the tournament. He's a good enough player that he can have consistency throughout the tournament. And then Darren Bravo again just coming and showing his class and his worth, and we're hoping that we'll soon see him back in white clothes and representing the West Indies. So it was a final that obviously need to get. The Zooks needed to get maybe 170, 180 to really put TKR batting lineup under pressure. That did not happen. And the score was just too small, and they just eased it off with a lot of dominance and confidence.
We've had conversations about the CPL, obviously, before. I just wonder, what are your major takeaways from this tournament? Not just on the field of play, but also off.
Yeah, but when you look at it, a lot of people are happy for the CPL. I was listening today to it, and they've given the CPL organizers the thumbs up. Obviously, the government trained that as well for allowing that tournament to happen. But I think we have to really look at CPL for value for Cricket West Indies. And my thing about CPL is that I would like to know who is the new emerging talent that has come out of the Caribbean Premier League in 2020.
Did you not, you say something like that, and I just wonder, what does the CPL now need to fix to ensure that, because that's the point of the Caribbean Premier League. When it was launched 8 years ago, a big part of it was to show the future of West Indies cricket, to build the future of West Indies cricket. And if that's not happening, then a major part of the CPL isn't being honoured.
Yeah, well, obviously, is down to CPL and Cricket West Indies and that massive role that Jimmy Adams has as director of cricket. We're ready to see the benefits of the Caribbean Premier League. When you look at it, the tournament has really, there were no shiny lights. The guys started well, the Hetmars and the Purans, all those guys that started well, but they cannot finish.
Right.
And the question is, why can they not finish? And it's very important. We've seen it not only in the CPL, we've seen it in other major competitions, that we start well and we just don't finish well. And these are things that need to be really trashed out. And the Caribbean Premier League, to me, that is the area where we should see improvement, where our young promising cricketers should be learning a lot more and doing a lot more in relation to franchise cricket and T20 cricket. So we can really look and say, yes, this guy is the next new guy to come out on top. We have a World Cup, a T20 World Cup that should be around the corner sometime in the near future, if there's a future because of COVID-19. And we don't know who are the new rising stars that can get into that squad of one is to pick in the next month or 2 months. We don't know. We're just going to go back to the same old experienced players again. So obviously it's been a good tournament, but obviously we have not seen enough of the emerging talent coming through to really say, well, look, we have some players for the future.
Yeah, I can't help, but we had Ian Bishop on this show last night, and I can't help but think of those pretty similar words that he said. We've seen a lot of what players can do, but he also stressed on what players we've seen in this tournament, what players can't do as well. I just want to end by asking as well, Philo, about TKR's performance. They look indomitable. I believe that somebody, I just can't remember the name, so I won't say it right now, said that this TKR team, T20 team, can play almost any franchise in the world and will have a very good chance of beating them.
If they can play any franchise in the world and beat them, that is massive for Trinidad and Tobago's cricket and for West Indies extension. But TKR has been led well by Pollard. We have to commend him. We saw all his experience coming out, and it's good that to see these. It's good to see the senior guys really pulling their weight and putting their hands up for TKR. My next question is, will they put their hands up for Cricket West Indies? But I thought that when you look at the way how they really played the TKR, they played wonderfully well. They played together. They executed well. Obviously, everyone was in tune and on the same page. The coach had the guys well organized and well drilled. The manager obviously kept things in shape, and Imran Jan, I think he's still around there. All those guys really were hard, and we want to know what are they doing right that we can push it into the next level. What is TKR doing right for so much success? 10 games, 10 victories is fantastic on some pitches that were difficult. So why is this that TKR can put in such a phenomenal performance or performances, and then we get to the next level, these same players are struggling? These are the questions that I need to ask. Well played to TKR, and I wish them all the very